Hi, Professor Dan Gilmet here from the Evolution BJJ Association, filming Volume 2 of the Armbar Series for Evolution BJJ University here with Bill. On the first volume that we had done, we were working the large movements using drills. So just getting you used to shifting your weight and how to do the large movements. On this segment, we were actually setting up specific techniques, how to enter into them. When people started defending the entrance of one, we showed options where you can use their defense against them, and we're doing different attacks from multiple positions. So I'm sure you'll enjoy this. Take your time, study them well, and we'll see you in the university. Okay, so we're just going to do an S-mount finish for the armbar here. S-mount's a really powerful position. For the person on the bottom, make a point of tensing your abs when the person's in S-mount. Don't rely on your ribs to carry all the weight because it won't. That's a really, really heavy position. So I'm in here like this. I'm controlling his far shoulder. I'm sliding my knee and hip up to try and get his arm in. All the weight is shifted to this leg, allowing this one to be unweighted, allowing me to bring my heel to his ear and my knee. So I'm trying to pinch his shoulders in between my heel and my knee. From here, let's assume he's defending. We're going to go worst case scenario. So from here, I can't really attack the arm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this elbow and I'm going to drive my hip forward, exposing the wrist, V-gripping the arm, and assuming that he's still got a powerful grip here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hips forward, my shoulders forward, straightening his arm. So I can actually break his arm right from this position. If I need more power, there's no weight on this outside leg, and then I can use the other leg to roll and go a little bit further. So just to give you an idea of what this looks like, I'm not going to drop my body. So I need access to his arm. So as my hip goes forward, I'm here. So if I try pulling up here, I'm fighting two arms. So instead of pulling, what I'm doing is I'm driving this hip forward. His arm is completely straight here. So do you feel like it could break from here?
Definitely.
And if I need a little bit more power, and the break wouldn't just be applying it, is I'm rolling him forward onto the other shoulder, and my weight would be applying it like this. So I'm not doing it here where I'd be on its chest, is I'm rolling it forward so that there's an empty space. So I'm applying. If I try and apply it on his chest, I'm fighting his chest as well. It's all on the pull. I'm trying to use as much leverage as possible. So one more time. So I'm inside. I come to this position. Let's assume he's defending. I'm holding onto this arm, so there's a pull-push going on. V-gripping his hand, driving my hip forward and keeping that other shoulder pinned, and then again rolling forward for the finish. If you have trouble with this finish, another possible option, he's here like this. I'm going to 2-on-1 this arm. So I'm using two hands on one arm to bring his arm here, and his arm is stuck. I'm going to reinforce that arm being stuck with the arm that's here. Can you pull that arm out?
No.
Okay. Could you pull this arm out? No. So then again, from here I can lean, bring the leg over, and there's my finish the same way. So I'm just removing one obstacle at a time. So what obstacle is in the way, and take care of them one at a time instead of just going for the finish. So we're just going to work on a little bit of details on the S-mount position. Ideally from here is I'm pushing down on this shoulder and I'm lifting up this to come and try and trap this arm. Right now I don't have access to bring my leg underneath, but that's okay. I want to focus on making him afraid for this arm. So I'm bringing my hip forward. Now, as you can see, I'm leaning my weight down. I'm coming in. Right now, my weight is not on this thigh. This foot's going to turn out, pushing all the weight onto this thigh. I'm able to put this hand down for base, and I'm able to come over. If ever I'm working to do this, and I'm trying to get under this leg, I'm trying to get under this arm, and as I try and go under, he pushes that arm down, I can come over the other side. If he keeps this down too far, then I can go right to one of the previous arm bars that we did. So I don't always take what I want, I'll often take what he gives me. So I think jiu-jitsu is a lot like politics. We need to give the illusion of choice. So again, I find that a lot of people when they do this, they're kind of like this, and I don't have a lot of good control here, and I don't have a lot of weight here. I'm kind of on a 45. So ideally, when I get here, I'm shifting all the weight to this knee. I'm bringing the heel close, and then when I'm shifting the weight, I'm pinching. So do you feel like both arms are stuck, both shoulders are stuck?
Yeah.
How's the weight feel?
Heavy.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
what,
really
3 or
heavy.
4 times heavier than before?
It's considerable.
Yeah. Whereas when I was here,
Nothing.
and then here,
Uncomfortable.
yeah, so I was trying to be nice to you. I was putting the weight on my hand.
Yeah. This
But
is a nightmare.
when the weight is all on the ribs, I've had people tap to this, just the position. So often what I would do with just for fun is I would wait till the person breathes out, and then I would shift the weight, and then they can't breathe in anymore.
It's claustrophobic.
Yeah, so a lot of times people would just panic from the position and tap from there. It's not my goal, but sometimes when you're just trying to add extra challenges to your role. Keep the weight off a little bit. That's cool.